30 letters from transsexual people. Things that you have under your control right in front of you.
Yeah, shut them down. That short clip is just one instance of atrocious university behavior in our legion. A handful of students this past Friday at McMaster commandeered an event for an invited speaker, Professor Jordan Peterson, obnoxiously in the name of social justice, blocking him with noisemakers, chants, and a megaphone, and stopped his speech and the crowd from listening to him. They were rowdy, rude, and out of line entirely. Stopping speech and blocking discussion, disallowing arguments, especially on selective subjects, is utterly contrary to a university's mission. But this incident at McMaster passes almost as routine. They who mounted this display should at once have been told, at the very least, that this is not how a university campus functions, and not what faculty or administration will accept from students. Universities have been dodging and ducking their responsibilities to condemn such actions and to articulate how opposed to the very point of universities' being and purpose such behavior represents. Another case involved lawyer Danielle Robitaille, colleague of Marie Hennen, invited to the University of Windsor on, I quote, the role of women in the legal profession. Very laudable idea, you must agree. But simply because she was associated with the Ghomeshi defense, a campus equity group, organized efforts to disrupt her presentation. She canceled for concerns over her personal safety, not, however, without noting that the complaints and the call to cancel her talk rested on a fundamental misunderstanding of the justice system. So much for open minds on the university campus. It is encouraging to note in this case, however, that at least one professor at Windsor, David Millard Haskell, wrote to Toronto Star questioning the whole business and pointedly asking, where do some students get the idea it's their right to shut down speakers that they find personally offensive? It's also encouraging to note that the very day after the intellectual and moral embarrassment at McMaster, another university, University of Western Ontario, did bring Peterson to its campus, and 800 attended. No ambulances were called to deal with traumatized students. He spoke, and the world continued to turn. Even some who opposed Peterson's thinking are on the record as saying it was a worthwhile university event. On this, Western acted like a university. McMaster, just some place with a lot of fee-paying young people hanging out in nice buildings. Now, I know this is old and so often said, but it is true, so let me say it again. Universities are the oases of reason and inquiry in a turbulent world. They train the minds of the future. They guard the operation of thought itself. Increasingly, however, here and in the U.S., they are something else entirely. They are venues for juvenile emotionalism, social justice politics, disrespect towards their appointed teachers, and most of all, now put not rocking the boat ahead of the free and open discussion and inquiry that have been the sacred goals of universities since they began to exist. For The National, I'm Rex Murphy.